One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Thurston, Rock City. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Hey, that's my vibe, man. I like that vibe right there. Was that instrumental or just a... All right. Well, listen, my name is Zoo. You call me Zoo or Uncle Zoo. You know, I grew up here in Rock City, went to School of Arts, graduated in '93. And I've been in Atlanta for the last 7 years, and my background is personal development. But most of all, dealing with personal development, I'm about confident building. And one thing that I understand in being an entrepreneur, you have to have confidence, especially to see yourself being successful. So what I want to do real quick, I just want to give a word of encouragement to all the entrepreneurs out here. You know, one thing about being an entrepreneur, it's about first believing in yourself, right? Believing in your ability in whatever that is. So I want to shout out and let you know that as the community, we're proud of you, right? Because we understand that your business is going to help take us to the next level. So anytime you have an idea of a business, I'm all about celebrating that. So what I want to do real quick, I want to give you the 13 vibrations of elevation. Now, what these 13 vibrations is, it's a methodology that deals with the mindset when we're talking about being successful, right? Because we understand you got a product and you have a service, and that's wonderful. But what about when a person doesn't buy your product? How you gonna feel? Or what about when you put your idea out there in the marketplace and people are not connecting with you? See, that's something that we really don't talk about because that's the emotional side in being an entrepreneur. But I'm here to give you some words of encouragement to let you know it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to reach your goal. If you keep going, you will reach that goal, okay? So real quick, I want y'all to take a mental note. I know some of y'all got your cameras out. I want you to go back to this list that I'm going to give you for a reference for you to start thinking about it, okay? Now, these are the 13 vibrations of elevation. And these vibrations are designed to keep you on a high vibration as you're building your business. So the first vibration is desire. Really identifying what your burning desire is. So those of you who have a business, I want you to go back to the drawing board and really look at it and say, is this a business for now? Or is it a business to build generational wealth? Because remember, it's up to you to see your business to the next level. And you want to make sure it's a business that you can see being here for 5, 10 years, 20 years from now. Do that make sense, right? Your burning desire. Number 2, your faith. Now, when I talk about faith, I'm talking about your faith. I'm talking about your ability to be a successful entrepreneur. You want to put yourself in a position where you can get knowledge and understanding to build yourself up, to know that no matter what comes against you, you'll be able to win. So that means you have to do things on purpose as you're building your faith in yourself. Number 3, auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion. Now, when I talk about auto-suggestion, we're talking about a suggestion to yourself to build yourself up in that industry that you're in. So that means that if you're in a cooking business, right, you want to be able to get information and tap into that cooking industry, right? The food industry. Whatever industry you're in, you want to tap into it. You want to get the information about it. You want to study it. You want to go deeper into it. And because you're putting affirmations into your head, you're going to build your strength in that particular industry, okay? Now, the fourth vibration of elevation is the subconscious mind. Now, when we talk about the subconscious mind, young men, we're talking about your mindset, all the ideas that you have, all those memories, all the experiences, all the things that you done modeled growing up. See, when you're building your business, you want to fill your mind with information that's going to excel your business on purpose. That's why you don't want to run around and just get a whole bunch of other information. You want to get information that is in direct correlation to your purpose, because it's going into your subconscious mind. Now, the reality is this. When you're dealing with your subconscious mind, a lot of us has a lot of information that we need to get out of our mind because it's clouding our mind. It's a distraction. It's putting us in a position where not all the time we can see ourselves through because of these distractions. That's why those habits, those negative habits, you have to look at different things you can do on purpose to eliminate those negative habits when you're dealing with the subconscious mind, okay? Something to think about. Now, the fifth vibration of elevation is your conscious mind. Now, when we talk about your conscious mind, we're talking about your thinking mind. We're talking about being present in the moment. Like right now, every last one of y'all are here on purpose. Now, even if there's nobody at your booth, you need to be intentional, meaning you could be doing videos, you could be going live, say, hey guys, how you doing? We're here live on Thurston. Be in the moment. Anytime you have a business, you have to look at the week, the month, the next 6 months, the next year. You have to have a real plan of action when we're talking about being successful. So remember, it's more than just having a business. You want to have a real plan when we're building this business. Remember, we're talking about building your confidence. That's what we're talking about, confident building. Now, the sixth vibration of elevation is your cosmic mind. Yes, that higher level of consciousness. This is where we tap into our God, right? Our divine, our most high. And all of us have a relationship with a higher force. It's important to identify your connection, because we're talking about going to the next level. And you have to understand, when you get those ideas and you get those different things that go into your mind, everybody doesn't understand exactly what that is. You do though, because that's your vision, that's your passion, that's your desire. So that's why you want to be able to build that intimate relationship with yourself and your creator. That's important, okay? Now, the seventh vibration of elevation is specialized knowledge. Now, when we talk about specialized knowledge, we're just talking about getting specific information that is directed dealing with your purpose. Because there's two types of knowledge. There's general knowledge, right? That's when everybody gets a job and they go to work, they get general knowledge. But those of you who have businesses, you have specialized knowledge. Like the young girl over there, she designed bracelets. It takes talent to be able to design bracelets. Everybody doesn't want to design bracelets, but she does. But here's the real. If she was to take that idea and go deeper, to understand different ways to make bracelets, different industries to sell her bracelets, understanding about the history of bracelets, she's going to have specific information, which is specialized knowledge. Do that make sense? All right? Now, you have the eighth vibration of elevation, which is imagination. Now, listen, every last one of y'all entrepreneurs, One of the keys to being successful is to continue to dream. Yes, continue to dream. See, you have to see yourself already successful. You have to see yourself already there. You have to live in the end result. But that comes from imagination. What does that vision look like in the future? What does that business look like in the future? Do you have a brick and mortar? Do you see yourself as a franchise? Do you see yourself having businesses all over the world? What does it look like? It's okay to dream. If anybody told you right now that you should stop dreaming, that your dreams can't come to true, I challenge them that. Let them talk to Uncle Zoo. Because the reality is this, every last one of your dreams is precious. It's very precious. The ninth vibration of elevation is organized planning. The reality is this, you can have all the knowledge and have all the ideas that you want, but the reality is you have to organize your plan on purpose. That means that you might have to get some more courses, you might have to go back to school, you might have to go and let's say get an ebook or go get some more information that is connected to your purpose, right? Because you're organizing the information in your head. Now, do not depend on other individuals to get that information. You need to get that information. You need to be responsible for your vision. That's important. The 10th vibration of elevation is decision. Now, when I talk about decision, that means you made the decision on who you see yourself as. And you're not going to be swayed by everybody coming to you saying, oh, I think you should do this, or I think you should do that. You stand on your vision. Don't let nobody talk you out of your blessing. If you believe in your heart and you know that that vision could come to pass, you stay on it on purpose. That's what we're talking about. We were talking about building that faith measure, right? Now, the 11th vibration of elevation is persistence. Now, the reality is this. When we talk about persistence, that means you're going to have to do some things different than you was doing before to be able to push through the noise. Because when you're being an entrepreneur, there is a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of distraction out there. And you have to be intentional about your direction as you're going through that noise. Now, the 12th vibration of elevation is Mastermind Alliance. Now, when we talk about Mastermind Alliance, we're talking about connecting with people that is in direct correlation to your vision. Everybody can't go where you're going. I know you might want to bring your sister with you. I know you might want to bring your homeboy with you or your auntie with you. But the reality is this. You want to build a relationship with people that totally understand where you're going. And I ain't talking about no yes man, somebody that agrees with you every time you say something. You need people that's going to challenge you. You need people that's going to make you be accountable for where you're trying to go. And the last vibration, which is the 13th vibration of elevation, is enthusiasm. Have joy, have peace, have all the high vibrations that's connected to your business. See, the reality is this. How can somebody else connect with your vision if you don't even have joy about your business? See, I enjoy doing what I do. See, I can do this with a little bit of people or thousands of people. Why? Because my purpose is this. If I can speak high vibrations into the universe, and those of you who want to go to a higher level, you will catch it. You will be serious about what you're trying to do, because living this life is real. Every single day you have to get up and you have to live in this vibration. So I leave you with this. Every day is a gift. Do not waste it. If you have an idea, get into that vibration now, not tomorrow. Those of you who are talking about, oh, I'm going to do this next week, I'm going to do this next year, that's an illusion. It's not real. It's called procrastination. You do it today. Today is the only day that matters. If you have a vision, do it today. You're robbing people of your blessing. You're robbing people of your idea. Do it today. My name is Zuma Finicchio, and I am the new voice of action. Thank you.